Hey lovelies, it's Jess. Welcome back to my channel for another video. If this is your first time here, welcome to Jé Luxe Budgets.
Maybe this is where our story starts. Maybe it was written in the stars. Written in the stars. You, me, forever, yeah. You, me.
What's up everyone? Welcome back for another video. Today I am playing catch up. We are going to be setting up my budget for September paycheck 1. We also are going to be stuffing my wallet, and I have a ton of updates for you all. So first off, if you're new, welcome. My name is Jess. I'm a cash budgeter. Here on my channel, I make videos all about planning and budgeting to become debt-free, specifically using the cash stuffing method. So if that is something that you're interested in or just aspiring to learn how to do, be sure to hit the subscribe button. I'd love to have you follow along with my journey. So y'all, I am a little bit late getting started on my September budget. Today is Wednesday, September 3rd when I'm filming, and I did go to the bank today. We are going to go ahead and stuff my wallet first. This is the amount that we are going to be stuffing today. It's $270, and I am not going to be stuffing my sinking funds yet, which I will kind of explain a little bit later. I did already do my budget off camera just because, y'all, I'm playing catch up, okay? We already 3 days into the month. I had bills due 2 days ago, so yeah, I had to get my life together. So we're gonna go ahead and do the wallet stuffing first. Let me clear some space here. I am so sorry if you guys are new to my channel. I promise my videos will be a lot more organized after next week, okay? I am working on a temporary setup. This is actually the desk that I work from for my permanent full-time job, and I am hoping to finish my office renovation this weekend. I am off tomorrow and Friday, so hopefully I can get my office set up. I know I've been talking about it for the past like month and a half, so I'm probably just as much over it as you guys are. So, okay, let's go ahead and get into the wallet. Let me get the moolah all set up, and y'all know I had to check behind the teller this time to make sure that we got exactly what we need, and it should be $270. So we are going to, this is not the right one, y'all. See, when I tell you, I have been in a season, you guys, which I'm going to touch on a little bit later, but I just feel like so much has been going on. I've been all over the place and spiraling out of control all at the same time. Let me go grab the correct wallet. All right, so here is my withdrawal wallet. The one I just showed you is money I need to go put back in the bank for deposit from what was left over from last pay period. Y'all, I didn't even get around to closing my budget out for August. And really, honestly, there wasn't much to close out, you guys, because I didn't end up paying off any debt, like additional debt. So yeah, we'll get into that a little bit later. But anywho, let's go ahead and count up the cash. So we've got a 50, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60. So that's 160 in 20s. 10, 20, 30, 40, $50 in 10s. And then $1. Okay, so that total is $261. And I know I just showed y'all we're gonna be stuffing $270 today. I did get hungry on lunch today. Okay, so after I went to the bank, I got me some lunch. I did end up spending $9, so that is why I'm a little bit short from what we budgeted. So anywho, let's get the wallet stuff. First up, we have dining, and I'm actually going to go ahead and show you guys what I budgeted, even though I did it off camera, because y'all know I try to keep it as 100 as possible. I've been super behind. So here is a look at what I'll be referencing while I'm stuffing, and I'm also going to try and multitask and update you all while I'm stuffing. So we'll see how this goes, okay? First up, we have dining. Dining, I budgeted $80, and I've already spent $9 of that, so we need to stuff 71. Y'all know I can't do math in my head, so we're going to do 20, 40, 60, 71. I hope this is going to work the way that I want it to. It might not, but it's okay. We're going to tweak it if we need to get tweaked. Okay, so, and when I tell y'all, I am trying to get back into my meal prep. And I feel like I say this every video. I was doing really good with my meal prep. I also was working out on the Better Me app. My subscription ended and I just completely stopped meal prepping and stopped working out. So one of my goals that we're going to be setting up today is getting back on track with that. Next up, we have gas. Gas, I budget normally $40. I did already put 20 in my tank because y'all, I went to the gas station the other day and I got a full tank of gas for $2.71 per gallon. So I was like, fill her up, and we still gonna budget the total amount because I have a birthday to go to this weekend and I plan on going to Raleigh to visit my bestie for her birthday. So we definitely need gas to cover that. Also, this is kind of a stretch month for me, so we'll see how that does. Next up is home. Home, I didn't budget anything, so we're going to skip over that. My boyfriend was kind enough to go ahead and buy the toilet paper, paper towels, all the stuff we needed for the house, so I didn't have to budget anything. Next up is beauty. Not budgeting anything there. I have been splurging. We'll talk about that in another video, but yeah, y'all, your girl been shopping. Next up is pets. Pets, first up, y'all, Jaxley turned 13 last Saturday, and I did take him to go get professional pictures done at JCPenney's, and when I tell y'all, those pictures came out so freaking cute. I'm so obsessed. I still haven't posted them yet. I need to do that. I posted them on my other channel, but not on my social media like my Instagram, so definitely need to get those posted. But yeah, they were super cute, so I splurged on that. And then also his medicine, 2 of his medicines came up due today actually, so we went ahead and pulled the money out to pay that. So all that to say, what we budgeted is $40. So I'm going to do a 20 and a 40. This $1 bill is what was left over in rollover from when I emptied my wallet out from last paycheck. So we actually have $41. So we should be good there. Next up is personal. I don't need any personal items. I am still working on purging everything underneath my sink. So I have a lot of half-used lotions, half-used body wash, half-used shampoos. So I'm using everything I have before I buy anything new. Next up is fun. Fun, I budgeted $30. That's my normal budget, y'all. I do have, I think I mentioned to y'all, a birthday to go to. Actually I have 2. Both of my besties' birthdays are in September. So I have one this Saturday, and then my other bestie is actually going to be out of next pay period. She's on the 25th. So got $30 to spend on whatever we're going to do, and we'll make it work. Next up is miscellaneous. Miscellaneous, I budget $10 every paycheck. So we're going to stuff that. And then lastly, we have groceries. Groceries, I normally budget $100, y'all. I did lower that down this pay period just because I feel like every time I go grocery shopping, I've been spending $98, and then half of that I don't even end up using. It goes to waste. So trying to cut back to what I used to budget when it was just me by myself, which was $60. So we'll see how that goes. We're gonna do a 50 and a 10. And then also, y'all, let me know if you've tried any of the like meal delivery services like HelloFresh or Factor. Me and my boyfriend were discussing trying that out earlier today. So that might be something I might incorporate, which I don't know. We'll see how the budget works out for that. This last $10 bill is for this blank envelope here, which I use to pay my offering at church. So we are stuffed. It feels good. I can spend without the headache of feeling like I need to swipe my card and then reimburse myself. I was supposed to go to church today. We have a midweek reset every Wednesday. It's kind of like our Bible study, and it was canceled today. So decided I would film a video today, y'all, because when I tell you I was really going to go ghost, but I'm trying to do better, y'all. I said I was going to show up. I'm here. The budget must go on. So that is the update for the cash wallets. Next, what I want to do is work on setting my goals for this month, because y'all, I'm very big on manifestation. So I need to speak things into existence, write them down on paper, because when you actually write things down, that is actually an action step to accomplishing your goals. So all right, y'all, so here is my monthly overview. This is what I like to call my monthly dashboard for the month of September. This is where I list out all my monthly goals, priorities, key dates, things I need to do for the month. It's kind of like my brain dump at a glance, so I can just look at this and see what I've got going on for the month. So we are going to break down all of my goals, and the first one is going to be very personal. Okay, my first goal is to continue growing closer to God. And I know I promised you guys an update on what has been going on with me. If you've watched any of my previous videos, I've been mentioning that I've been feeling a little bit of anxiety, stress, chaos, all of these feels, okay? And it's something that I've been just consistently trying to combat and deal with. And my way of coping with that is splurging on myself, just on random things. It doesn't matter if it's something that I don't even need. If it makes me feel good in that moment, I'm going to spend money on it, and it has turned into a disaster, y'all. Okay, so I've got to check myself. But I just want to kind of take a pause and touch on a few things that I've been feeling because it's on my heart to share with you guys. I actually was supposed to go to church tonight. We have like a midweek reset every Wednesday, and it was canceled. So honestly, y'all, I was going to go ghost, you guys. I have so much going on. I was not going to film this video today, but I'm going to show up for y'all. I'm here, and it's on my heart to share with you guys what's been going on. So first up, if you all are new to my channel and have not been following along, I am a Scorpio. I'm a fall baby. My birthday is November 18th. And for the past 5 months, 4 or 5 months or so, I want to say it started like at the beginning of June, like end of May, beginning of June. Anytime that I stop and say, what time is it? I look at the clock, and it's always my birthday, y'all. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. I'm not making this up. It is always 11:18 when I look at the clock. And this has been going on consistently for like the past 3 months, to the point where it even got to the point where I started sharing it with my friends and my coworkers. Like if I ask my friend, what time is it? They say 11:10. I'm like, that's my birthday. It's always my birthday. Just so that I could have witnesses to see that I'm not going crazy. Like every time I ask you, it's always 11:18. So I'm like, what does this mean? Why does this keep happening? So I decided to look it up in ChatGPT one day. So I will insert the screenshot so you guys can see that I'm not just making this up totally. So I put it in ChatGPT, and according to ChatGPT, it did state that seeing your birth date consistently, well, my birthday specifically, 11/18, means that I'm being in a season of spiritual transition. It's a reminder that God is in control, even when things feel chaotic. It also is a nudge to stay aligned with God's plan and prepare for a shift or breakthrough. And when I tell y'all, I read that and I was just like, wow, totally blown away. Okay, I think I mentioned to you all, if you've been following along, I had not set a toe in church since before COVID. It had been over 5 years that I've even been to church. I started going back, and I just started going back last month. I can actually show y'all the date because I wrote it in my planner. My first day going back was August 3rd. And when I tell you, since then, things have been revealed to me that I can't even put into words, you guys. I am that blown away. Like things have just been happening. God has been revealing and opening things up to me. And it feels so good, you guys, honestly. And after I read this, and when I tell you, I have been so big on reading my Bible. I've been doing my devotionals every single day. I also follow another YouTuber that has been helping as well. I follow her, and she's basically been talking about how she's been getting back into church and her spirituality and how that's affecting and improving things in her life. And when I tell you, I've seen the biggest change just in the past month of me being back into my Bible, sticking to the word, reading it consistently, going to church, and just completely changing my mindset. It's crazy, you guys. It is mind-blowing. So I'm actually going to put in a screenshot of what it says, but I'll go ahead and read it for you guys. 11:18 is a reminder God is shifting things. So if I put those numbers together, which is 1118, that is actually the angel number. So in numerology, if you break that down, 111 stands for new beginnings and spiritual awakening. The number 8 stands for abundance, y'all. And when I tell you, I claim it all, okay? In the name, I claim it all. If I put those numbers all together as 1118, it means you are guided into a new chapter, which is what the 111 represents, that will bring abundance and stability, which is what the number 8 represents. When I tell y'all, I claim all the abundance and stability in the name of Jesus, Lord. Oh my goodness, y'all. So I couldn't believe that. And when I tell you, it happened even today, y'all. I cannot make this up. I literally screenshotted it because I told my boyfriend about it yesterday. We went out to eat. He took me out to eat for dinner at Tropical Smoothie. Actually, it wasn't yesterday. It was Labor Day. Because they had a deal for Labor Day. I think it was like buy one, get one free smoothie or something like that. But we were sitting down eating, and I had got my normal wrap, and then I got a side of these sun chips. And I know I'm rambling. I'm so sorry, y'all. But anywho, I'm just trying to make my point so y'all don't think that I'm just making this stuff up. But I'm sitting down eating, minding my own business, right? And my boyfriend points to my chip bag. And I'm like, what are you pointing at? What, do you want a chip? So I offered him a chip. He's like, no, look at the bag. Y'all, the expiration date or the sell-through date on the bag was November 18th. And I was like, I told you, everything. Like, there's just signs everywhere, y'all. Even today. And I screenshotted it and sent it to my boyfriend today. Earlier today, I just happened to look at the clock because I was checking to see what time my lunch was. I looked at the clock. It was 11:18. I screenshotted it and sent it to him. When I tell y'all this, I cannot make this stuff up. I have been living through this season and transition, and now it finally makes sense to me, okay? That's just a small glimpse of what I've been going through. I've been through a complete transition, I feel like. I feel like I'm a whole new woman, even though I'm the same girl. Just mentally and spiritually, things have shifted so much for me in the past month. And I'm excited for it, y'all. I am here for it, so I'm excited to see what he's going to reveal for me. But yeah, y'all, didn't mean to be super heavy there. I just kind of had it on my heart to share that with you guys. If you feel like you are in a season where things just feel out of the norm, or if you're seeing something consistently, look it up, okay? God speaks to us through numbers. Numerology is heavily affiliated with the Bible, so definitely look into that, y'all. I did get a couple of comments on my last video as to my reason for the splurging that I've been doing lately. And that is something that is very personal that I will share to you guys in a future video, probably another debt update video, because y'all, it's gotten out of control, okay? So I'll definitely do an update on that a little bit later, but let's go ahead and get back into my goals, because y'all, I'm not trying to make this video too long, but I just had to sit down and talk to y'all. Y'all, I ain't been on camera in like a week, it feels like, which is not that long, but for me, it feels like it's been a long time. Anywho, my second goal is going to be related to my debt, specifically the debt that I'm working on, which is American Express. And that is to pay off, I want to say about half, which should be around $350. I'm being very specific and realistic with myself because, again, I am in a season. I know my tendencies, and I realistically want to set goals and be able to set a plan to achieve them, which is what I have been struggling with and not been doing for the past month. So I think my balance, is supposed to be roughly around a little over 100 left to pay off. And when I tell y'all right now, it's at 6 something. So I want to pay at least half of that, which would be $350. That would be amazing. I have until November 9th before the interest kicks in. So I want to make a nice dent in that. And then lastly, my third goal is going to be, I'll say, my office renovation. And I don't want to complete, let me tweak that, because I know I'm not gonna be able to complete the whole renovation this month just because of, one, finances. I need to buy things and decor and stuff like that. But I want to at least have my plan. I'm gonna say my layout. Let's do that. Office reno layout and walls completed. Okay, and when y'all see my vlogs, it'll make more sense to you, but basically the office I'm filming in right now is my main work from home office. I'm in the process of renovating that. I am putting up wallpaper, I'm painting, I'm changing the curtains, wall decor, all of that. So at least when I have the walls done, I also want to figure out where I want to configure everything in the office because I bought a few new pieces of furniture. I'm also going to be getting rid of furniture. So I need to figure that out because that's kind of what's been holding me back from being able to film in a permanent place for y'all. So I want to get that figured out by the end of this month. That was a long explanation for my goals. But anywho, next, what is my top priority? Top priority for this month is going to be consistency, okay? Because that I have been struggling with. And by that, I am saying in all aspects of my life. I want to be consistent with reading my Bible. I want to be consistent with doing my devotionals. I want to be consistent going to church every Sunday and every Wednesday. I also want to be consistent on filming, editing, and uploading the videos as I should be for you guys. Also, consistency with my other channel because y'all, when I tell you I have not filmed a video for my gardening channel since July. That is terrible. We are in now September. So yeah, I want to get back consistent with my meal prep, working out, like all around, just being consistent. Any key dates I have this month, I have gone ahead and started working on my calendar because again, y'all, it's the 3rd. I have bills due. I had to write that stuff down, get it out of my head. So first up, tomorrow is my anniversary. No, I'm not married. I get this question all the time. When I say all the time, I mean every year because we will be celebrating 21 years, me and my boyfriend, tomorrow. We celebrate the 4th as our anniversary. That is the date we officially started dating. And we've just kind of kept that as our anniversary every year. Last year, we celebrated 20 years together. Yes, off and on, we took some breaks. But yeah, y'all, be 21 years tomorrow. Do I have a plan? No. I did take off tomorrow and Friday. Way back in January, I'll put that time in, thinking we were going to maybe do a trip or something, but yeah, we might just do something small and cute. Nothing in the plan. What I plan on doing is painting, okay? Getting this office together. Also on the 6th, I have my bestie's birthday. B-Day, if I can spell correctly. On the 7th, I have my team cookout, which I'm not sure if I will be attending, but we shall see. What else do I have? I have a bridal shower on the 20th. One of my friends is getting married. So excited for her. And then also my other bestie's birthday. I have 3 besties, by the way. Two of them's birthdays is this month. Did I say that right? That sounds like poor grammar. And her birthday is on the 25th. Just gonna put bestie's birthday. Okay, that's all that I know currently. What do I need to do? I will go ahead and share with you guys one of the personal struggles that I have been dealing with and coping with, which is triggering all of the splurging and spending, is I am going to be having surgery. And the surgery is actually going to be the day after my birthday, you guys. So yeah, y'all keep me in your prayers. I have already gone ahead and booked my flight down there. So I need to book my flight back. And I also need to book our hotel. My sister will be traveling with me to take care of me. It is something that I am having to travel out of state to have done, and I have to stay there a minimum of 6 days before I can travel back. So more to come on that, but needless to say, we definitely will be doing a debt update video because I have racked up a whole bunch of debt from spending. Also racked up a debt to pay for this surgery. And then also some additional finances for the whole medical situation. But anyhow, need to do that. Anything else I need to do this month? I don't think of of anything on top of my head. I don't have any vet appointments due this month. Oh, okay. I need to get an oil change. Clearly, my light is on. And we also need to renew the truck tags. That is due. Tags and taxes, fun things. Okay, shopping list. What do I need to get? I need to get B-Day gifts. I also need to get things for my surgery, which I think I'll probably start doing that in October. We got some time for that. Any birthdays, I just mentioned to y'all, I have the 6th and the 25th are my bestie's birthdays. What am I doing, you guys? Why can't I write? Okay, so that is the that on that. Last but not least, just a few updates on the budget stuff. So I did go ahead and do my budget off camera, but really quickly I'll run through the numbers here with you because I like to keep it 100 on my channel, hold myself accountable. So I did get paid on the 28th of August. My budget is $1,700. That's my normal amount I budget for spending and bills after all my direct deposits. My check came in $1,736.90 after all my sinking funds, 401k, all that stuff comes out. Amazon, I budgeted $20. That check actually came in $67.79, y'all. Kudos to y'all for using my affiliate codes. So that's the only income that I have known up front. Of course, y'all know my boyfriend does pay me weekly, so I will write that in as that income comes in. As far as my bills, I have gone ahead and done my budget, like the income, so I need to finish like the expenses, all that good stuff. So really quickly, let me total up what I budgeted. All right, total expenses come to $1,586.06. My total income so far we're working with is $1,804.69. Have gone ahead and paid my mortgage today. I did budget $40 for TJ Maxx. Y'all, when I tell you I have maxed that card out, okay? I'm over my limit on that card, but I've been doing so much purchasing and returning that I actually didn't have like my full $40 minimum payment due. I paid what was due, was $18. We will deal with that as that comes up in my snowball. Home Depot, I paid my minimum payment. Klarna paid the minimum payment. American Express is the current debt that I'm working on paying off because I paid some extra. Last month, I actually did not have a minimum payment due. However, I did unstuff my wallet, and what I had left over my wallet was $22. So I went ahead and paid that on American Express today. So a little extra money there. HOA, I did end up using my debit card, which charged an extra $1 fee. So it came in a little bit higher than budget, just $1. So I still need to pay my water bill, internet, gas, having a firm payment due, my shed, car insurance, and then the roof. Y'all, I have racked up 2 additional debts with Shein from my shopping splurge. So I did go ahead and pay the minimums on those. So, yeah, y'all. Hopefully, when my boyfriend's check comes in tomorrow, we'll have some more funds to cover these larger payments. And then I also have sinking funds that I need to be stuffing. Garden is a direct deposit, so I did put 50 of that automatically goes in there. Car taxes, I should be budgeting $40 per paycheck, which I have not been able to stuff yet, you guys. So we'll do that as the income comes in. But yeah, y'all, that is the setup for September so far. I'm so sorry this video was kind of long and drawn out. The only other things I wanted to update you guys about are just some kind of life changes. I mentioned y'all I'm going to be having surgery in November. Also, I mentioned to you guys that my boyfriend has had a change in his job. He is now working night shift, which when I tell y'all that in itself has been such an adjustment for me. He is now working 11 p.m. to 9 a.m. in the morning. which is throwing everybody off. Cats are confused, Jax is confused, I'm confused. It's a whole thing. So just a couple updates there. Anything else I want to chit chat with y'all about before I go? I mentioned to you guys about the new products shop opening in October. I think that's it, y'all, for now. I think that's it. If we got some more updates, that will be in my weekly check-in video. Thank y'all so much for tuning in and bearing with me. I am so sorry I almost ghosted you guys, but I'm here. I'm trying my hardest to work through this transitional breakthrough period of whatever is going on in my life, and I appreciate all of your support. So thank you for watching. I hope you found this video inspiring. If you got something from it, leave me a comment down below. Subscribe for more, and I will catch you in my next video. Happy budgeting!
Written in the stars.